Meantime, Texas Governor, Republican presidential candidate Rick Perry set to officially release his flat tax plan. He's in Gray Court, South Carolina, and he spoke exclusively with our John Harwood last night about why his proposal for a flat income and corporate tax rate of 20% is good for the economy.
This country's got 14 plus million people out of work, and I want to get that money back out into the economy where people have confidence that they can have a return on their investment, and they'll hire individuals.
Want to get some reaction to Governor Perry's Cut, Balance, and Grow plan. Grover Norquist, the president of the Americans for Tax Reform, he says broader support for a flat tax is growing. Grover, good to see you this morning.
Good to be with you.
This has been a long time coming, right? We got Steve Forbes working on the plan. Club for Growth already out today saying it would present enormous growth. Is there anything at all that you find that you don't like about it?
No, I think the 20% rate, both corporate and individual, very important to keep both rates the same because a lot of small businesses pay the individual rate. Obama keeps trying to separate them. They really belong at the same place. And a lot of folks have talked about taking the corporate rate to 25 because that's the European average. But we have, on average in the United States, about a 5% state corporate income tax. So unless we get our corporate taxes down to 20%, we're not competitive with Europe. So 20% is a very good place to be. And what Governor Perry does right is he sets up an alternative structure. If you like the present tax system, if you've organized your life around the various deductions and credits, nothing changes for you. If you'd rather move to a lower rate, fewer deductions and credits, that's available as well. It doesn't have the danger that the fair tax or the 999 has, which is you create these additional new taxes that maybe you'll end up with both the income tax and the sales tax and a VAT, which would be France, Greece.
Yeah, we know what happens once the horse is let out of the barn. So that's one thing you like about it. 18% cap on spending. He has the luxury at this point of not being specific on that. Do you trust him?
The most important thing to do at this point is to announce that your metric for success on spending will be spending as a percentage of GDP. I had this conversation with the guys in the Bush administration in the first weeks of the administration. I said, what's the metric you're measuring? Are you going to be looking at spending as a percent of GDP? And I got from the guy in charge of this department blank stares. Hadn't occurred to them that you would actually measure spending as a percentage of the economy as your metric. I'm less interested in the 18%, which is a fine number. If he'd said 17 or 19, I'd have gone, what's important is that he understands that that's the metric. If you don't measure that, if every bureaucrat working for you doesn't understand, get to 18%, because we're at 25 now, that's the measure of where we're going. That's more important than how you get there. There are lots of ways to reduce spending. Certainly the Ryan plan outlines many of them.
Yeah. Grover, the rollout of the plan is being clouded by his comments about the birthday, telling John Harwood that it's fun, in his words, to poke the president with that. Rolling out the plan while distracting with birther is not the way a fifth-place candidate is going to come up to be the presumptive frontrunner.
He's running for president. He just started running for president. He's running against guys who've been running for 5 years. That's not where you want to go. On the other hand, this is a very serious plan, and nothing should distract from that. And that's what those of us that are paying attention and have to vote on this stuff need to be looking at this. Some of the other candidates have some good plans too, Huntsman, and I think you'll see all of them moving in this general direction.
Grover, appreciate your time. Always good to talk to you.
Thank you.
Grover Norquist joining us on the